But listen, in that message that I sent, it simply said up under it, because I got the screenshot of, because I saw it. I saw the screenshot that says Nique gonna hold it down for the baby mama crew. Right? Right? Okay. I'm sorry, my camera died. So in the message or whatever, I say to them simply, this is not a good look for the team. We agreed if 2 of the baby mamas didn't go, no one should go. Shaking my head. Now, I know you guys are probably watching, wondering like, well, that don't make sense. You know, so what 2 can go? Why couldn't 1 go? She said she wanted the baby mama crew to be in her video. Having 1 person, that's the baby mama, right? The problem with that is that it's any team. If you gonna ride with your team, you ride with your team. Now, if one of your teammates can't go to the game or whatever, by all means, the team hold it down. But if the whole team don't go, and you the only one that can go, you don't go. It wasn't no disrespect or no shade to Queen. It was the simple fact that you went representing a brand that wasn't your brand to represent by yourself. That you can't do that. You can't go solo when it's convenient for you. And then the other part, Nique, do you remember? Because I remember talking to some people about this. I remember some conversations that me, you, and some other people had. I remember, and you know, it was reminded of me that we talked. You know, that was an emphasis that people wanted me to remember. We talked, and one of the things that we talked about was about you all not going because it wasn't a good look. And you know why I thought it wasn't a good look? I thought it wasn't a good look because, ironically, I thought you were gonna get bashed because of the fact you didn't have a personal relationship with Queen. You've never sat and talked with Queen. You've never got. You didn't have a personal relationship with her. Carmen and Airi had a personal relationship with Queen. And since they had a personal relationship with Queen and they didn't show up, I just thought it was going to be a bad look for you to be there and them not being there, because I thought it was going to be to the extent of them saying that you was clout chasing. So I was like, no, that's not a good look. Because remember, at the end of the day, I'm responsible for you all's brand. When you all choose to listen, I tried to give you guys advice that's going to help you win. I do. I truly do. And so my advice to you was not to go because I thought you were going to get bashed. If I had known that it was going to turn out like this for you, the way it did, that you guys got, you know, a nice little fan base that watched you all, that you got that, you know, a whole bunch of great things happened after you all went to the event, by all means, if I had known that Carmen and them were, you know, were going to get bashed and stuff or whatever, I don't know, I probably would have thought something different. I probably would have said, you know what, like, you know, Nique, go and all y'all do a video together and dedicate it to her or whatever, something. But I was looking out for you when I said not to go. And y'all completely twisted this whole situation. But thank God for text messages.
And, you know, she was saying, oh, my daughter not going because of this and because of that, because she signed to this and she signed to that.
It was so much stuff said in this video. It's ridiculous. And one of the things that was said is the part about the reason why Ariana didn't go. Now, the reason, anybody that understands when you're signed to a different company or a different network or something, you can't just go and do what you want to do. Because of the fact you're not only representing your brand, you're representing the company that you're connected to. So let me give you an example. If you have RCA and Epic Records, right? I'm signed to Epic Records. I can't just go to RCA and be like, oh yeah, I want to do a song with Blue Dress. I can't do that without getting permission from Epic Records, because of the fact if I do, there can either one, be a problem, or two, I wouldn't be able to get credit for it, or three, who knows, it can be a backlash, anything. So what I did, because of the fact I represent Airi on her YouTube stuff, I represent her on that level. Her brand, as far as her music, they have a whole squad that I report to, that she reports to, that I'm not allowed to make a move without even getting clearance from them. And once we get clearance from one person, the ultimate person that put their stamp of approval on it is Rich. It was very time sensitive because of the fact it was coming up. And we didn't think it was a problem. So Airi had already committed to Queen that she was coming and everything was good. It wasn't until it was brought to our attention, well, until Airi brought it to my attention that she was going there. I'm like, girl, you can't just do that. You got to get approval. So when we reached out to Rich Team, this is what they said. He said, it was something else before this message, and I know y'all gonna try and decipher it. That black marker thing on your iPhone, that crap do not work. And I didn't want to leave it because of the fact it was personal information about a different company. The message, it basically says at the end, hey, trying to see if it's a good look for Airi to appear in Queen Naijah's music video. Need approval. It's this weekend in Atlanta. That's what I sent. So again, this was not an Ariana decision. And to prove that it wasn't an Ariana decision, see, unlike you guys going to, you know, the internet, posting your messages with people and, you know, trying to stress who you cool with and who you ride with, Airi don't do that. The conversations that she have with people, they don't even come to light. And so because of the situation and how delicate it was and how it cost the relationship, a friendship, now I have to reveal the messages because of the fact I have to show what you said was not true, Nique.
I bet you she won't do no video with y'all. She just trying to use y'all, putting all this in our head. So
now this is just mind-boggling to me. Absolutely mind-boggling to me. What sense would it make to be like, oh, she's just trying to, you know, use you all. She's trying to take advantage of you all or something like that, and then turn around and give you all video ideas. Yep, video ideas, right? So if you look at the messages, you will show the videos. I give some ideas of what they can do. I say, hey, ideas with Queen and Clarence. I got some ideas with Patty. I got some ideas with Damo. And so he said, you know, no, he asked me for ideas for them. And I listed some ideas that I got that he can run with them, right? And so after I give him those responses, he said, you still up the next day? And I said, yeah, what's up? He said, didn't get one with Damo by herself. And I said, huh? And he said, rap battle. No, I said rap battle. And so after that, he sent a little, the signature praying hands and, you know, thank you. I'm just like being sarcastic, like, you know, like, dang, can y'all run something or whatever? Like, can y'all do something? Like, you know, can one of y'all prank the other one? Like, you know, like, can y'all come up with something or whatever? I'm being sarcastic, and in the process of me being sarcastic, he didn't respond back. So I was like, for real? Like, y'all, I said, y'all for real acting funny or something. I said, wow, y'all really showing out, not responding to messages. Anybody that's familiar with JQCGE or whatever, they know that that showing out thing is, I think Trey is the one that always say that, like, oh, you really showing out. So that's the reason why I said that. Then on top of that, I think, what did I say after that? And he was like, no, we actually did, because he screenshotted me and showed me that he tried to send me a message, but it didn't go through. And I said, oh, I was about to catch a flight for real, and show y'all a mama's hand for real. He said, we know and understand, we getting it in. I said, thank you. So at what point did I show any type of, oh, you gonna get bashed, or oh, they gonna hate you, or nothing like that, and you know it wasn't.
was like, God got us. We still gonna go. We got faith. I mean,
we wanted to go.
We wanted to go. We wanted a situation on the phone. She said, oh, that wasn't even me. She said, my daughter didn't want to go because she didn't want to be in Queen's shadow. So I couldn't let everybody go and my daughter not go. So at that point, back in the day, when we before we went, you told us that we was gonna get bashed because she said that Queen was a colorism.
Again, like I said, all of this stuff was strategically done. The whole thing, first of all, is not colorism, it's a colorist. And so with that being said, you all knew that situation. You knew what was going on. You knew she was already getting a whole bunch of bad press about that. And then not only that, you knew that they was already putting Airi against her because they were saying that, well, Airi didn't even respond, so she must know it's true. And then we also was there when Airi tweeted and said she know what it is for real, that it's not like that. That she knows Queen, so next, and she kept moving. I can't remember what that tweet was, but I'm pretty sure Team Airi will find that. But Airi basically said that she knows that Queen isn't like that. So for you all to say that, this is again why, like, I've seen some of the videos and everybody saying I'm being manipulative and I'm trying to, you know, switch y'all words and all that other stuff. No, it's not me. No. And that's the reason why I try my best not to even get into my feelings and what I think, because of the fact the way that it has been perceived is that I'm the one that's twisting and manipulating words. But you can see how they manipulated a whole situation to benefit them. A whole situation. Because the thing of it is Nique is absolutely right that I said that they were going to get bashed. But guess what? They didn't. They absolutely didn't. Nique and King looked like the heroes. And the people that got bashed was Carmen and Airi. Her real friends. The ones that really did check on her, that never posted conversations, that wasn't saying, you know, different stuff or whatever. They're real friends that privately valued the relationship. So in this message with Carmen, and listen, let me go ahead and explain this because I know that's probably going to be an issue. Like, why am I showing Carmen's messages? Because of the fact in the message in the next video that I respond to, King and Nique made it clear that Carmen was sending them messages and that she was saying this and she was saying that. Because other than that, I would have never mentioned Carmen because of the fact I thought Carmen was hands off until a couple things came my way. So that's the only reason why I'm talking anything about her messages. The same thing with Austin. I would have never brought up Austin's messages had they not said anything about Austin, because of the fact it's like when you have private conversations, it's for a reason. They're private conversations. But when you are like fighting for your life type stuff, like, you know, that whole scene that y'all did, we were fighting for our channel. No, I'm literally fighting for my life and my brand, because of the fact somebody got in their feelings and somebody didn't want to pay a bill that they accumulated, and somebody, because of their jealousy and their insecurities or whatever the case may be, decided it was okay to not only take food out of, you know, somebody else's child's mouth, but out of my children's mouth and out of my family's mouth, because of the fact you guys felt some kind of way. And so it was one thing for you to do a video about me and talk about me, but it's a whole nother thing to do something on this magnitude that you knew that would affect her. And you all know that there's two things that Airi used to say in every family meeting that we had. She said, I don't care what anybody say about me. She used to say, I don't care what drama going on. I'm not getting in it. Ain't no need of getting in it, because of the fact only two things I'm worried about is going in the red and my check being changed. Other than that, I'm not jumping into nothing. And you all knew, messing with that royalty squad, baby girl was gonna see red, and she did. She did. And Team Airi know she disappeared for about a day or two. And honestly, she seemed unbothered by it. But that's because she's real strong and she tries to be resilient as much as possible, where I'm the opposite. And the effects of that, for me to watch them numbers go, I've only seen one person go in the red in my life. I've only seen one person that it just kept going. Well, two, sorry. But my point is that is a hurtful feeling. When you work so hard for something, if you've stood so long against all type of rumors, all type of accusations, if you did all of this for so long, and now your hand is forced where you got to say something. And even in that being the case, one of the things that was stated is that didn't nobody tell her to do that video or whatever. Didn't nobody tell her to, you know, talk about my mom and this, that, and other. You and that whole crazy gang know exactly why Airi had to drop that video. You guys know exactly why she had to drop that video, because of the fact, and I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. I'm gonna give it to you, T&K Squad, because of the fact T&K Squad basically said that it was damage control. It really was. It was sincere emotions, but it was absolutely damage control. Because of the fact, Quasi gang, you all had already threatened to release my background. Remember? You guys had already threatened to release my history, because Damien and Vaughn brought it over to Corey's house and told Corey, like, yeah, did she tell you about this? Did she tell you about how she had evictions on her credit report? First of all, it was not an eviction. It was a freaking foreclosure. And I was freaking 21, 22. All those court dates that you see in Fort Wayne, that was for my daycare property. We haven't been evicted. And even if we had, glory to God that we got somewhere to stay now. And also too, you know, T&K Squad, I watch you guys. I do. I watch some of your videos. I hear what you say. It's cool. I'll deal with that another time. But one of the things that you did say, Queen Key, I believe that's what it is. One of the things you said, kind of like in and out, you touched but didn't, and then your husband said, hey, don't be giving it away. Something about me not being able to qualify for the house. Baby girl, let me go ahead and get this clear, and let me make it clear. Very, 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 very clear. Damien and Bianca did not buy this house. They didn't pay for this house. They didn't buy this house. They didn't find this house. And I will address that further, you know, in another video. And I know y'all gonna say, well, they did a whole video saying that they got the house. Yep, I sure did. Sure did. Shame on me. Shame on me. Shame, shame, shame on me. Shame on me. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the video's still up on their channel. Shame on me. Shame on me. But by my reaction through the house, me crying and all that stuff, that was real. And let me tell you why it was real. Because what you all don't know is that the 3 months that I came down to Houston to work with this dream squad, this dream team, the first team or whatever, the 3 months that we were down here, me and my whole family were in a freaking hotel. Yeah, we was in a hotel. Because remember, Hurricane Harvey had happened. And so right before it happened, we was in an Airbnb with everybody, and then we all went to Atlanta. And then when we all went to Atlanta, we all came back. The house that I was gonna get, it was basically flooded, so I couldn't get that house. So then now I'm me plus a million other people looking for houses. It was hard to find a house. And yes, a lot of owners of their homes had started upping the qualifications. And yeah, I had a foreclosure on my thing. I had a tax lien for a property that I own in Michigan. So yeah, I wasn't a perfect crystal clear candidate. And then on top of that, being self-employed really wasn't a bonus neither. So yeah, you're absolutely right. I didn't qualify for some other houses, but that wasn't the case with this one or the other one that I stay in. And nobody paid for it. Nobody stole money. And nobody paid for anything. But I'm getting off track, off subject. I'll deal with that, but I just wanted to clear that up. And so, going back to the original point, if you look at the text messages, Carmen, mind you, she's just as pregnant as Nique. And I think you guys were probably like in y'all last trimester or whatever. And Carmen, it was getting to her because of the fact they was bashing her. They was bashing her and talking about why she didn't go and stuff. And so she sent me the message or whatever, and I told her, I said, just write it out. Don't say nothing, because if you say something, it's gonna get worse. And not only if you say something, it's gonna get worse or whatever. Corey wanted to do a mukbang and talk about it. I said, no, just let it go, because of the fact my reasoning for telling Carmen not to say anything is because if she said something, she would have been turning on Nique. And Nique and King would have got bashed. So I asked Carmen to basically hold her ground and not say nothing, because of the fact if they did say something, they were going to go for Nique and King. But I'm trying to divide y'all, and I'm trying to destroy everybody.
Yeah,
she
I'm
had
like,
that colorism scam.
I'm like, that ain't had nothing to do with us. I'm like, I mean,
exactly. So she was like, oh, y'all gonna get bashed if y'all be in Queen video because y'all know what she be saying about dark skins. We like, we haven't even heard her say nothing bad. She's not a bad person. She bring good vibes to us all the time.
Again, I can't even talk about this subject without saying that this was intentional. And whoever helped you guys orchestrate this and put this together, this was such a great play. This was such a great play. Absolutely great play because of the fact you knew it would do damage. And so now, unfortunately, a personal conversation has to be revealed. And it's not going to do nothing but show how great both of these girls are. How awesome both of them are. And this is the message with Queen and Airi.
So when that happened, when we got on the phone with her, it was a whole different story. She was blaming everything on everybody. She was like, oh, the only reason why I didn't want y'all to go, or I told y'all not to go, is because my daughter said that she didn't want to be in Queen's shadow. And you know, it wasn't even about the label thing. So it's like, how we know all this? You spend the tea on your own daughter. So at that point, we like, oh, so if you talking about your own daughter, we definitely can't trust you.
You talking about you talking to us about your own
daughter.
So now this is when
blaming everything on her daughter.
The move that was made was so malicious and mean. It's like that was some mean girl stuff. Like, you know, it's like, let me break up this friendship, you know? But it's not going to make sense to you all until you all see the rest of the stuff that I have to show and share with you. Again, I hate that it's come to this, that I have to do these type of videos, but I feel like it's extremely necessary because of the fact so many lives was affected by this decision to do this. So, you know, now let the chips fall where they may. You know, not only let the chips fall where they may, one of the parts that I forgot that you guys had mentioned in this video was that Airi didn't want to be in Queen's shadow. Those messages should show you that those girls both celebrated each other. If you look at the dates, Airi celebrated Queen when Queen had an accomplishment. Queen celebrated Airi when Airi, I think the time that Queen sent Airi that message was right after she got signed.